Well, good morning. It is, it's 9:35 a.m. It is already 16th of November. We're heading right into the American holiday, which we call Thanksgiving. However, it is also called Native American Day. Actually the day after. But, I don't know. Thanksgiving, I'm tempted to change to Native American Day and celebrate it 2 days in a row. There's my justice for you. Actually, just, yes, my side of the face is swollen. It is. No one knows why. But it's very swollen. Only one side of my body swells, and it's the face usually swells completely, or just don't like this. Am I in any pain? No, I'm not. So this morning the president was on early. I was lucky enough to be up at 5:30 a.m. doing housework, and anyway, about 7:30, 7:35. Yeah, I got to really sit down and listen to the man, and I don't think, and I don't believe he sounded like he was hiding anything or being pretentious, nor was he not showing any empathy. He is. He's showing a lot of probably what I would call frustration with the whole ordeal of terrorism. Terrorism doesn't happen in a country. They may collaborate in a country, but to bomb a whole country would be obscene. And I agree with him on not getting more of our U.S. soldiers involved. I think enough is enough. And like you said, he's been to a couple of VA hospitals where there's limbs lost and they're paralyzed, and as he said, he is the one who sent them there. And so, not literally, but our military, he's ahead of this, and so I was very sad when he said that. I felt bad for him, and I feel bad definitely for our military personnel. I think that we've gone through quite a lot, and of course we have a base in France, and I know that because why? Well, one of my step-grandson, one of my grandsons is over there stationed in France. So when this took place, I had 2 friends over there, which I did not know which district they were in, and I had my grandson over there at the base. So, of course, a lot of things go through your mind when this happens. A whole lot. As you know, I've lost 2 people this last week. Last week I lost my father, and actually I went to their memorial services last week. The week before is when I lost my dad, and I lost a friend, and they were like 2 days apart. So the memorial service for my father was on, I believe, oh gosh, it's just crazy. Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm losing track. I think it was Tuesday. And my friend's memorial was on Saturday. May they both rest in peace. Back to the president. I have said this, and I've said this all along, that these are terrorists. They're not doing anything in the name of Islam or Muslims that have been okayed by them, nor are they backing them. The normal Muslim does not do that any more than a normal Catholic does not go around and molest children, or a Mormon Boy Scout master, or whatever leader. It just doesn't happen that way. I wish it was that easy in some instances to say, it's the whole bunch, and then you get rid of the whole bunch, but you can't do that. It's a few. And they're located in different areas. I mean, there's just no way to know where they're going to be. Was there any warning about France? There's a warning about Europe all the time. France has been hit many times by terrorism. I don't think people realize or keep up with how many times France has been actually terrorized. England, Italy, Spain. Let's move on through the countries here. Europe is like a hub of people wanting just to. It's just bad. And I guess that the newest threat. Excuse me. I need to shut this door. The other office is interrupting. Anyway, and you'll probably still be able to hear the other office. But anyway, I find that the people who are listening into them, the special units, get as much information as they can. I mean, try to break codes and try to have an idea of where these people are going to be. I don't know where these people are. I think I stated the other day that they could be your neighbor for all you know. You wouldn't know. I mean, you can't look at every Arab. You can't look at everybody from the Middle East as terrorists. Now we're starting in on the people that we're bringing in from Syria. We're going to double check them and all that. It's not going to work. I mean, for one, the people coming in from Syria are coming from a blood bath themselves, and the majority, like 99%, are probably not terrorists. I believe that it's been a nightmare. I believe that France is hurt badly. I believe we should support France. I believe that. I believe that we should support every country that's being hit by this. It's not just us. It is France, Italy, Germany, Europe. These people, and I use the word lightly, they don't care if they die. It's an honor if they die. So going in and finding them, for one, is hard. Secondly, they have to be almost where you kind of know where they're at. I mean, Denmark has proven that. It's, you listen closely. We're listening closely, very closely. People are being arrested. Not all of this is, being televised and saying, okay, we are now going into this area to get these terrorists. They wouldn't tell us that. I hope they wouldn't tell us that, because I don't trust us as people. Blabbing and gossiping. I think it's easy to sit back in a chair and totally devour a president that has really done his best. I personally don't think that I know of anybody that could have done better. I do not know anybody anywhere that would want his job. And if they do, run for president. But know that when you get there, you have to go through Congress, the Senate. You have to go to the Senate, Congress, blah, blah, both, before you can do anything. And then you could be vetoed on everything. Your hands are tied as President of the United States. Totally. I believe he answered the press accordingly. However, the press, some of them had not listened to what the president was saying, so they asked questions that were redundant and not necessary, and some people looked at the president as being defensive. I do not believe he was defensive. I believe if I was standing in those shoes, I would be fed up with the criticism. Unless you can prove that this man is doing nothing, and he is doing a lot, then, you know, stop the damn trail of maligning somebody. You don't even know what's going on behind Washington's doors. There's more than just the president here at stake. In the meantime, I don't believe he's playing Russian roulette with our country. Far from it. So my argument today is that they're all over. Terrorists are all over. And that getting them located is difficult. And right now it's one thing, one day at a time with these individuals, or 1 minute, second at a time, because we don't know when they're going to strike next or where they're going to strike. They just say, we're going to strike Europe. But they don't say exactly where they're going to strike. Well, we did on Saturday night, didn't we? I really believe that we need to give the men a break. I also believe that Americans need to shape up. And Republicans, what are you doing to your party? My God. It's like watching Abbott and Costello. You guys are not getting the right people in there. I mean, I'd rather see a Bush back in office than some of the people that you have decided to go and rally behind. I mean, this is just ridiculous. And I'm a Democrat. And I'm saying I'd rather see a Bush back in office than what I'm seeing right now. Jeb Bush is falling behind. And I'm like, okay. But Donald Trump, a cynical, misogynistic asshole, can get away with calling people immigrants, those Mexicans. He said everything but spick. You know, I find him repulsive. I'd make fun of his hair, but everybody does, and that wouldn't be fair to make fun of someone's looks. I know, though, that I can make fun of someone's attitude, and I will make fun of someone's attitude when it comes to certain things. And the certain thing is running for president of the United States. He has no business doing it. None. And hopefully he will be voted out of this whole thing by majority. When it comes to, who do you want to run for president? I'd rather see somebody up there that we can run, not somebody up there that we're going to be sorry if we do. And I find Trump a hate monger. I mean, he's just not a nice person. So I have to say, I guess it's enough.